Barcelona 3, Villarreal 5. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Pathetic, embarrassing, depressing, awful, man. I'm embarrassed to be a fan of this club. I am embarrassed to be a fan of this club. When is the pain going to stop? I don't know. I really don't know when the pain is going to end. When the suffering is going to end. I would try and make a guess, but I can't even make an educated guess. What was that performance today? That was rock bottom to me. Today was rock bottom. Not the game against Real Madrid a couple weeks back. Not the game against Bilbao last week. Today was rock bottom. This game was rock bottom. What a shameful and embarrassing performance, man. And it comes down to the players. It comes down to the manager. It comes down to everybody associated with this team. Maybe it comes down to the fans too, because we don't hold these players and this manager accountable enough. Always giving them leeway. Oh, he's so young. Oh, trust the process. Fuck that. Fuck that. That's the process you want to trust? What is that process, man? 9 goals conceded in their past 2 games. 9. If you count Real Madrid, we conceded 4 against Real Madrid, 2 against Betis, so that's 6. 5 today, so that's 11. 15 goals conceded in our past 5 games, not including the Unionistas Salamanca game, which, you know, they're a Division 3 team, so I'm not going to count that. And we still conceded a goal against them. Again, we come out, concede first, sorry. Why not? Fuck it, we've been doing it all season. We might as well do it today. Keep the pattern going. Continue the trend. And we concede 2, actually. We were down 2-0 in this game. And then magically, because by the way, for the first 50 minutes, we were shit. The midfield and the attackers couldn't string 2 passes together. It was terrible. It was painful to watch. We had 1 clear-cut chance through, I think, 50 minutes. Our XG was 0.7 through like 50, 55 minutes. And then all of a sudden, the team wakes up. And Gundogan scores a goal, and Pedri scores a goal, and then Araujo, that own goal that happened. And I'm like, holy shit, they're actually playing for Xavi. They're going to save his job. You know, I thought they had quit on Xavi, but I guess not. I guess they want Xavi to say they love Xavi. And then concede 3 more goals. One of them was a Cancelo mistake, which, by the way, Joao Cancelo had a disaster class for 45 minutes. Wow, he was bad for those 45 minutes. Araujo, this defense in general was terrible. It's Swiss cheese. What happened to this team in this defense? I am not sure. Is it structural? Is it the players? I don't know. I think it's a mixture of both. Because we suck, man. Defensively, it's like Swiss cheese. Everybody picks us apart. Whether it's on the counter, whatever we're doing. Anytime we're like whatever we're doing, they're picking us apart. Araujo today wasn't great. Christensen wasn't great. Iñaki Peña shit. So bad, man. So bad. He's such a shitty goalkeeper. God, put anybody else in there. Honestly, put anybody else in there. And they'll do a better job than him. He can't save he can't save anything. Why is he playing? We missed Ter Stegen. Dude, I didn't realize how much we needed Ter Stegen, but now I'm noticing. Like, I knew how important Ter Stegen was to this team, but I didn't think it was this important. But even with Ter Stegen, we were so shit. It has nothing to do with Ter Stegen. It has nothing to do with Gavi. It has nothing to do with Frankie de Jong. We keep saying, when this guy comes back, oh, we miss Gavi, we miss this guy. Bro, this team is structurally fucked. Anytime these players, even when those players were playing, we were looking bad. So it has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with that, bro. If against Betis, we scored 2 early, and then we're looking like we're going to cruise in that game, and then we concede 2, and then we ended up winning it. Today, we concede 2 early, we were down 2-0, and then we come back, score 3 goals, and then we still end up losing the game by 2 goals, not even by 1 goal, by 2 goals. They tied the game, then we allowed them to score another goal, and then they scored another goal on top of that. Oh my god, that Guedes goal, by the way, Gonzalo Guedes, that comes out to the fact that we don't have a fucking DM who can actually press, like, we don't have a ball-winning DM. So the guy has all the space in the world to pick out whatever pass he wants, and that's what happens. And then Guedes with a great finish. And people are going to talk about the handball. Look, man, obviously I was on stream watching this game. If you came out to the stream, shout out to you. We had a bunch of people in there, by the way. Thank you guys so much. But, dude, that to me, look, his arm is pinned against his body. Is it a handball? I don't know what a handball is and isn't anymore. 1 week that gets called as a handball, 1 week it doesn't. We as Barcelona's, we have to understand, we are not the team that wears white and plays in Madrid. We are not going to get the calls. We are not going to get the benefit of the doubt. It's not going to happen with us. It happens with Madrid, not with us. So we got to be better. It's our fault, I guess. You know, next time we should wear our white kits. Maybe if we wore the white kits today, we'd get that call. But we didn't. And obviously we didn't get the call. But that's not an excuse, because that's a 50-50 call. It's not a stonewall penalty. Even me, I'll say it. It's not a stonewall penalty. He doesn't have his arm extended like this and it hits like the palm of his hand. It's not a stonewall penalty. We got to be better than that, man. 3-2. You came back. You already completed the hard part. You were down 2-0 and you came back and you scored 3 goals. That's done. Now just see it through. Don't concede. Don't keep playing the stupid fucking high line. Don't have a lapse in judgment. Just stay focused. Stay focused for 15 minutes, and we're winning this game, and we're looking like, wow, finally, man. Maybe we can win the league now. It's done, bro. We're not winning anything. This team, you think can win the UCL? This is a team that we think can win the UCL? I'm as optimistic as any Barca fan you'll find, but we're not winning shit this year. We're already knocked out of the easiest competition, which is the Copa del Rey. Joao Felix is so bad, man. What does he do? What does Joao Felix do? Every time he's on the pitch, I forget he's on there. Lewandowski, his last 2 goal contributions were both flukes. The only people tell you otherwise. Last 2 goal contributions for Robert Lewandowski were fucking flukes. He's not good anymore. He's not good, and he hasn't been good for a minute now. That fucking goal, what is it, the 4th or 5th goal where Cubarsí clears the ball and Peña doesn't, like, they have no communication. If Peña just catches that ball, if Cubarsí doesn't try and clear it, it's done. They're not scoring, that was the 4th goal actually, they're not scoring that 4th goal. But instead, Cubarsí tries to clear it, I'm pretty sure it was Cubarsí by the way, he tries to clear it, and then it falls back to their player, and then we know what happens then. Xavi gets another yellow card because fuck it, why not? I mean, the dude is just collecting them at this point. No poise, nothing, man. Complains about VAR post-game instead of taking responsibility for himself. Starts like big upping the camera and saying VAR is a disgrace. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing? You're a grown man. You're managing a fucking football club. Why are you acting like a fucking toddler, man? You're not a player anymore. Players can do that. You're a manager. You're supposed to be the voice of reason. It's your fault that we lost this shit. Don't blame it on VAR. You've been terrible for the past 4 months. For the past year almost, actually. People don't want to talk about that. People don't want to have that conversation about the second half of last season and this whole season. But I'll have that conversation. Stop blaming VAR. Stop getting silly yellow cards like you're playing on the team. You're the manager, man. Enough. Grow up. I see you get a yellow card every single week. You have more yellow cards this season than we have good performances. Make that make sense. It doesn't make any sense. You're the reason why this team never comes out ready to play. Always conceding early. You're the reason why. Because you don't know how to set up a fucking team. I'm sorry, bro. And I know it's not all on Xavi, but a lot of it is like, again, look, it's not. I would put 70% of the blame on Xavi. I'd put 30% of the players. Actually, 60 on Xavi, 40 on the players. I think that's more accurate because the players have not been up to par. But these are not bum players, man. And injuries have a lot to do with that. But these are not bad players. And I don't see the fight. I don't see the intensity. We only have intensity when it's too late. Even if we would have won this game, I would have still been pissed. Because we have no business going down 2-0 against Villarreal at home. Not at home. Even away from home. Remember this, by the way, this game's last year, our first game against Villarreal, and their stadium, we were up 2-0 in that game, and then we conceded, I think, 3 to them. That was a disaster class by Marcos Alonso and Sergio Roberto, if you remember that game. Is it all on Xavi again? No, but something's got to change because obviously we can't switch the players. The players are here to stay. The players are going to play for the team. We're not going to sell the whole starting 11. They're playing for the team. You got to change the manager because clearly his voice is not resonating with the team, and it looked like, look, for a second there, it looked like they were going to fight for Xavi and try and help him keep his job, and then they quit on him. They quit on him, allowing those 3 goals at the end. This team came out looking like they didn't care, and that's unacceptable to me. And there's got to be a new voice that comes in and talks to these players because this is obviously not working. And we cannot punt on a season like this. We cannot. And you know, you want to know why? Because if we were secured in top 4, I'd be like, you know what, keep Xavi. We're not even guaranteed top 4. We might not even qualify for the fucking Champions League next season. Can you imagine how embarrassing that's going to be? We might not even qualify for the UCL. It's one of the most frustrating, it's actually the most disappointing season I've ever had watching this team play. Because it's not, we don't have you gotta guess what team you're gonna get every week, and most of the time it's shit. Like we saw today. Like I said earlier in the video, this is rock bottom. This is the lowest low point of this fucking team. And all those players and that manager and everybody associated with that club, all 7 of Xavi's brothers were on the staff, they should all be ashamed of themselves. They should be walking to the dressing room with their heads down. What's next now? I don't know. I mean, we're playing midweek against Osasuna. We're probably going to lose that game. We still got the UCL coming up because obviously we got knocked out of the Copa del Rey. So our easiest competition we could have won, it's not going to happen anymore. But I'm not sure, guys. I'm really not sure. I just thought today was so embarrassing, man. So embarrassing. I don't know. You guys can let me know what you think. I would love to make this video longer, but honestly, I don't really have much to say. I'm just disappointed, bro. I'm really disappointed. I'm really upset. I'm frustrated. I'm just angry right now. It's just anger, bro. I love this team. This is not something that I can fake. I truly love this team. I just don't see where we're going. I don't see hope for the future. I don't see development. I don't see growth. I don't see anything. I see some players that we have that are great. I mean, Jamal, he's going to be great. Pedri's fantastic. You know, our defense, we thought was good, but I guess not. We had a bunch of young, great defenders, a core of them, but it looks like now they're not good anymore for some reason. I don't know why. Obviously, we know that Bada's going to be out for the remainder of the season. But this is a structural problem. This is just a problem. We just have a lot of shit going on this team. A lot of bad things. Whether it's players who refuse to play for the badge or a manager who refuses to get the players ready to play for the badge. And I think all that accumulates, and you see what we saw today, which is one of the most embarrassing performances in the history of Barcelona. I am not exaggerating when I say that. That was a disgrace. That was an embarrassment. That was pathetic. Pathetic, bro. Embarrassing, pathetic. Any word you want to pick, any bad adjective you want to pick, we can use that for that game today. Because it's shameful, man. It is shameful. The fact that I watched this whole fucking game on stream too is crazy, bro. I was so happy. I was so sad, and then I was so happy, and then I go back to being sad and just angry. But hey, you can never get a healthy diet of anything with this team. You know, we're never going to get a game where we're dominant through 90 minutes. That's just, we can't expect that anymore. We can't expect that from this team anymore because they haven't given us that all year. So to expect it now, when we're damn near in February, why would we expect that now? We haven't gotten it for the past 5 months. Why would we expect it now? It's not going to change because the manager's the same. I want to see a new manager. But Xavi needs to get sacked, bro. He needs to get sacked today. I want to see a comunicado that Xavi has been sacked. I love him as a player, man. One of my favorite players of all time. A footballing idol. A legend for this club. A legend. But if he stays in this position longer, we're going to grow. We as fans are going to grow more and more bitter, and we're going to start to resent him. Same thing that happened with Frank Lampard at Chelsea. That's what's going to happen here. And I don't want that to happen because I truly love Xavi. But this is not good enough. Not good enough at all. And complaining to the refs and getting yellow cards and acting like a child and acting like a brat is not helping his case either. You're supposed to be the figure of the team. You're supposed to be the main figure of Barcelona. You're the spokesperson for the club basically as the manager. And you're doing that shit? No. And we're allowing 3 goals in the last 15 minutes of this fucking game. Are you kidding me, dude? After allowing 2 goals, being down 2-0, it's unacceptable. He's got to go today. He's got to go today. If this club was serious, he would go today. Right now. Sack him right now. No more. I'm done with this shit. I love you guys, man. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate everybody that came out to the stream. Honestly, it's fucking crazy, man. I mean, you guys are honestly the greatest. And yeah, man. I love you all. And, you know, we wait until Wednesday because I'm not going to stop watching this team. I wish I could, but I can't. I'm going to be tuned in to watch the Osasuna game on Wednesday with the same happiness and the same joy and with the same stupid hope that we're actually going to turn it around when I know we're not. When I know we're not. And this team is not going to sack Xavi. I know they're not. I just know they're not going to do it. They're not going to want to pay that money. And we're going to be left wanting more. And that's just going to be the story of the season, I guess. And we'll have to see what happens. We'll be back to being optimistic August of next year. And hopefully at that point, we're still in the Champions League. But for now, it doesn't look like we're going to be in the UCL. But again, I hope I'm wrong. I hope maybe we beat Napoli and we can turn the season around. But that's obviously the optimistic fan. That's the optimistic fan in me. But the realistic fan in me knows that this team and these players, unless something changes drastically, which obviously includes changing the manager and changing the mentality of some of these players and the way that they play, again, that could also help. What could contribute to that is bringing in a new voice that can make, because obviously they've checked out Xavi already. They've checked out on his voice and his talks and whatever the fuck he's preaching to this team. We'll see what happens then. But yeah, man, this video is already too long. I love every single one of you, man. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.